In the heart of New Orleans, there's a place where love, laughter, and tradition have never wavered. That place has always been the home of MawMaw and PawPaw, a sanctuary where we could find comfort, guidance, and the strength to face life's challenges. Every day, MawMaw cooks, not just once in a while, but every single day of the week, serving the same meals she's made for years. And then there's PawPaw, whose love for his grandchildren is unmatched. He always greets us with his booming, joyful voice. Hey, MawMaw. Through trials, losses, and the storms of life, MawMaw and PawPaw have been the foundation of everything we are. Their home is more than a house. It's a safe haven, a place where we are reminded who we are, where we come from,
This is
and
where
what
it all
truly
started,
matters.
1315 Claiborne Drive.
The favorite grandchild.
Ain't 1315 Claiborne Drive. Hey, Mamo.
Hey.
It's your birthday. How you feeling?
Good, good.
You got 82 today?
82.
That's right.
You made it.
Almost 100. Happy birthday, mommy.
Just made
That's
20.
right.
Just made 20.
Mamo, y'all come on, Mamo, light the candle.
Light the candle. She is not waiting.
Hello,
My mama is like, she is not waiting. She ready for us to say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama. Happy birthday to you. Come on.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Happy birthday, Mama. We love you.
Happy birthday, Mama. I love you from your favorite grandchild.
Next, swing it over here. The favorite. The favorite.
No, Mama, who your favorite?
Me.
I don't have no favorite.
It's
She
me.
said Angel is
She
her
told me
favorite.
3 years ago it was me, so it don't matter.
I'm her favorite.
She been told me.
Beautiful.
That girl said,
Happy birthday, Mama. From Jade and me.
Happy birthday, Mama, from Blake Brown.
From Blake Brown.
happy birthday to Mama.
What's your name?
Orlando.
What's your last name?
Martin. What?
Yes. Say happy birthday, Mama.
Happy birthday, Mama. Say it.
Happy birthday, Mama. Birthday, Mama.
My name is Wilmarine Williams James.
Good morning, Mama. How are you doing?
Good, good.
That is good. So today, I am going to be doing a family legacy video interview with you. And the purpose of this is to preserve your life story, the wisdom, and the legacy of our family. So I am Angel. I am your granddaughter. And today I am interviewing my grandmother, who we call MawMaw. And we just want to remember her story and her wisdom and just her as a person. Now, MawMaw, I reached out to all the grandkids and I asked them, what are some questions that y'all want to ask MawMaw and PawPaw? And they sent a list of questions and we just going to go through them, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, where were you born and raised?
I was born at Cherry House Villa. We lived at 1801 South Saratoga. That's New Orleans. And we moved to 137 on our road when I was 5 years old. And I grew up on our road in Shrewsbury.
Now, tell us what you were like as a little girl.
Oh, I was very good.
And what games did you love to play as a little girl?
Well, not really games. I like playing with my little dog.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to make our dolls out of Coke bottles. And we put rope in the hair in a bottle and combed it out. And that was the doll.
Okay. So, what schools did you attend?
John Martin High School.
And where did you and your friends like to hang out?
But no hanging out for me. We ain't hang out. My dad didn't like me to go nowhere, so I don't know at all.
Makes sense. Now let's talk about family and upbringing. What were your parents like?
Like parents. They ain't let you go nowhere. You ain't go to no dances at school.
And what kind of work did they do?
My mama was a housewife, and my daddy was a maintenance man.
Okay. What do you remember about your grandparents?
I never met my grandparents.
Okay. Well, who is the oldest family member you remember meeting?
Uh, Beulah Patterson Butler,
Okay. Who was that?
Cynthia Bletcher McIntyre. That was
Okay.
her mama.
Now let's talk about your love story. How long have you and Papa been married?
62 years,
Oh, we
all my life.
all your life. So how did you and Papa meet?
In junior high school,
Okay. And who approached who first?
Papa
Okay.
approached me
Okay. Okay. And y'all been together ever since.
ever since.
So what made you fall in love with him?
Well, he was a basketball player. He used to run track, and all the girls was behind him. But he always came to me.
That's right. Now let's talk about your career and your purpose. What inspired you to become a teacher?
Where after I got married, I started having children. I always was home, and I just raised my children. And when the last one got in school, that was a sweet thing. I said, you know what? They all get out of school around the same time, and I'm home by myself all day. I go work at this school. So I went.
Makes sense. So what was your first job?
Substitute.
And what did you enjoy most about being a teacher?
Well, most of the children used to come to me and tell me their own problems, and I would just help them,
I love that. So what are you most proud of about being a teacher?
helping other children other than mine.
I love that. All right, let's talk about family values and traditions. What values were most important in your home?
Well, we always did prayer service. My daddy was a minister. They became a minister while I was in high school. And we always got together on a Sunday after church. Everybody came to his house. And we all ate dinner together.
And what did you hope for your children and grandchildren?
Well, my children, I always want them to be something. Always look up for yourself. Always be independent. I didn't want them to depend on their husband. I didn't want to depend on nobody but themselves. So they all did.
And what are some family traditions we should keep alive?
Try to always stay in touch with each other.
I love that. Now we're almost done, Mom, but let's talk about some wisdom and reflection. What were your hopes and dreams growing up?
To always be a good wife, never get a divorce. I don't care how bad that man was, don't divorce him.
And what does success mean to you now?
Where all my children grew up to be what they wanted to be.
And what is the best advice you've ever received?
Try to always be independent.
And I have 3 more questions. What advice would you give your younger self?
Ooh. Try to have more friends than I had. 'Cause I was always with my brothers. Never could go nowhere by myself.
What life advice do you want to leave for our family?
Always go with what you want to do and try to excel at it.
Is there anything you want future generations to always remember?
Always remember your family. Family comes first at all time. At all times. Everything. Try to keep them in church and always teach the church their prayer.
I love it. Well, that's the end of our questions. Thank you so much, Mama. I love you. Tell us what your name is again and tell us how old you are.
My name is Wilmarine Williams James, 85.
Yes, so that is a wrap. That wasn't too bad, huh, Mama?
That was good.
That was good. And Mama, you look so beautiful.
I know.
My name is Wilson James, and I'm 86 years old.
So, hey, Papa, how you doing?
Oh, doing wonderful, wonderful.
That's good. So today I am doing an interview on you. I asked all of your grandkids, your Mama grandkids, if there's anything that they wanted to know about MawMaw and PawPaw. And they sent me a list of questions because we only know y'all as MawMaw and PawPaw. And we wanted to know who y'all were as people, you know, before even y'all had kids and grandkids and all of that. Okay?
Okay.
So today we're just going to capture your history, your experiences, and the wisdom you have for our family. So how you doing today?
Doing fine.
That is good. So let's start it off. Where did you grow up?
In New Orleans.
So you grew up in New Orleans, and what were you like as a kid?
I was real active. I like to run. I like to play. And I was real active when I was a kid.
What games did you like to play as a kid?
Hop, skip, and jump. I like to skate. I like to play checkers. And I like to ride my bicycle.
Okay. And what schools did you go to?
I went to Savannah F. Williams when I was in New Orleans, and I moved from there in 1950 to Shrewsbury and went to, at that time it was Shrewsbury High, then it was changed to John H. Martin High, where I graduated at.
Okay. And where did you and your friends hang out?
We played on the basketball and on the football field. We mostly played in the gym, played ball.
You mentioned that you used to hang out and play ball and stuff with your friends. Now, were you any good in any sports?
Basketball and baseball, and I ran track. I was
Okay.
pretty good. But I was best in basketball and all the other sports.
Did you have a nickname?
They called me the star.
Uh-oh, Papa, why they called you the star?
Because I was bad, because nobody touched the star.
That's right. So let's talk about your family and your early life. What were your parents like?
I had good parents. My father, he was from Bashry. My mother was from Pereireville. And they were real nice people.
Okay. And what kind of work did they do?
My father did working in a baker shop. And my mother, before she got married, she was a school teacher. And after she got married, she was a housewife.
Okay. So what do you remember about your grandparents?
My grandparents on my daddy's side, I didn't know too much about him because he mostly talked Creole. And on my mama's side, I didn't know my grandparents, but I know my uncles.
Okay. And who were the oldest family members you remember?
The oldest family member is my uncle Herbert and my mama's mother, Stella Marcel, and my Aunt Emma. Them the oldest ones I can remember.
I remember Aunt Emma. So let's talk about work and responsibilities. What was your first job?
My first job, I worked at Frost Top,
Oh,
and I didn't stay there too long. And my second job, the first job when I got married, I worked at the incinerator.
what kind of work did you do before you retired?
Uh, Drove trucks. I was a truck driver, and I did that for. I drove dump trucks. I drove mail truck, and I did a little delivery. Not too much on delivery.
And how did you choose that career as a truck driver?
Well, because I wanted to learn something other than doing bakery work that my father had wanted us to do to kind of help my brothers and them in doing another trade. That's why I got in the truck business.
Okay. If you can remember, how much did your first house cost when y'all bought it?
17,000.
Okay. Now let's talk about history and perspective. So, what do you remember about segregation in New Orleans?
I just remember riding the bus. We had to sit behind a screen. We had a certain place to drink water. We had a certain place to go to the bathroom. We couldn't go to in the bathroom. And during that time, a certain taxi cab, only we could ride the black taxi cabs we had. And I could remember them picking up the garbage in our front of our house when I was real small. And they used to use mules to pick up the garbage cans when I was a little boy in the 40s. I could remember that.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
So, what is something that you saw happening back then that you see happening again today?
Well, mostly people that don't get along, and a lot of people that doing a lot of crime and fooling with drugs. It was doing that when I was small, and looked like it's getting a little worse now.
Okay. So, let's talk about love and family. So, you and Mama been married for how many years?
63.
Ooh, that's a long time, Papa. How did y'all meet?
We met at the school when we was in 7th or 8th grade, and I started walking her home from school. That's how we met up.
Okay. And 4 kids later, 13 grandkids, and 13 great grandkids later, what made you know she was the one?
Well, I mostly pick up because she was like my mother. She was a homeless. She was a house a one girl. She didn't smoke and she didn't drink, and she went to church, and so that's what made me really like
Oh, I love that.
her.
Now let's talk about wisdom and legacy, Papa. What were your hopes and dreams growing up?
To raise my children, see that my kids get raised and go to school. That was my mostly important thing. And trying to buy a house.
Okay. Now, what does success mean to you?
Well, success mean that I kind of accomplished most of the things that I wanted to accomplish.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Uh, I do a little bit better than what I did before. Try to do a little better.
Okay. What advice do you want to give your children and grandchildren?
To love each other. That's all. To love each other. That's the most important thing. Love each other.
I love that. And as we close, what do you want our family to always remember?
Remember the old peoples and what they had to do in order for us to get what we got. Don't forget what they did, what the old folks did. Don't forget that.
Don't forget that. I
Don't
love that,
forget
Papa.
that.
Is there anything else you want to share?
Now, I still have love. I love to love people and try to help somebody. That's the most important thing in my life, to try to help somebody.
I love that. Now tell us one more time, tell us your name and how old you are.
My name is Wilson James, and I'm 86 years old.
That's right. Thank you, Papa. I love you so much. That concludes our interview. And I just want you to know that we love you. We love MawMaw. And y'all are the matriarchs of our family. And we just are so appreciative of everything that y'all have done for us. Like I said, 4 kids later, 13 grandkids, 13 great grandkids. Y'all are so loved. Love you, Papa.
Thank you.
I'm Angel Dion, and I produced, filmed, and edited this documentary. It was so important for me to get this because my grandparents, they're of age now. They're in their 80s, and it's so important that I got to hear their voice, their story, their way. And it was such a beautiful thing because I went into this with no expectations because I know my grandmother, she doesn't like to be asked questions. And she did an amazing job. MawMaw and PawPaw, they started it all. I can remember days where we were always over there just playing, where we were always over there just eating. Mama has had the same menu for years. Monday is always red beans. Tuesday, it was like snap beans, green beans. Wednesdays, spaghetti. Thursdays, white beans. Fridays, she fried fish or shrimp, but only for her and Papa. Saturday, it was pork and beans and wieners. And Sunday, she did the big shebang for Sunday dinner. And she still does it to this day. I am just so honored to still have my grandparents here. And I'm glad you all got to take a glimpse at what I've been able to see for my entire life. And the beautiful thing about my grandparents is there's a tradition that they have been doing for years and that's still alive today. That's birthday parties by MawMaw and PawPaw's house. We get the sheet cake, we get the ice cream, we get the hot dogs, we get the juice, and we sing happy birthday. And we're still doing that to this day. The beautiful thing is MawMaw and PawPaw are around to see their great grandchildren sing happy birthday. And all of it is documented. And what's even better, we have a baker in the family, Mia. Y'all check out Mia's work. In every family, there's someone who keeps the tradition alive. For us, that person is Mia. Mia is the baker of our family. Every birthday, every year, she's the one who makes the cakes for our traditional happy birthday celebration, always at MawMaw's house. That house is more than a place. It's where our family gathers, where love lies, and where memories are made. Mia's cakes aren't just desserts. They're part of our history. They sit at the center of every celebration, reminding us to pause and honor another year of life. This is Mia, our baker, our tradition keeper, and a sweet part of our family legacy.